my like happiness.
Yeah.
And then he gave somebody his login stuff. He's like, I don't want it. You have it.
Yeah.
I'll just send you things to post, but I'm never gonna. I don't even have my own login.
Ari did that for a while too.
Yeah.
Right before the Kobe thing. He got back online and immediately went bad.
Oh my god. Yeah.
But it's not good for anybody, and that's why I am absolutely addicted to looking at things on my phone. I'm addicted to watching YouTube. I'm addicted to stories, just looking at stories on Google, and a lot of it is nonsense, but a lot of it is super interesting science stuff. There's a lot. I get a lot of super interesting science stuff all day, and people send me super interesting stuff.
Productive stuff.
Not you and me.
Well, you and me have a bad thing going.
We have a bad thing. You and me, our text, which is what I was going to get to. Our text message chain is the fucking worst thing on the internet.
It's so dark. People go, hey, because they hear about it, and they go, include me, and I go, me to ruin your fucking life? You want your whole algorithm to be just the darkest?
Yeah, this is mine and Tommy's thing. But the darkest things we find. And
my algorithm is a confusing.
Oh yeah, it's a mess.
Like it's confusing. It's dark, semi-erotic, and it's just the most peculiar. Like there's also I just can't help with all the censorship that has become. You know, it's so prevalent. It's one of the big topics of the last 5 years. I still don't understand why I get to watch murders
all day long.
I mean,
all day long.
I get to see on my Instagram executions. A lot of Russian car accidents and manufacturing mishaps, like people getting electrocuted, hit by trains, and straight up just gun to the head, just like hitmen. I've seen on closed circuit TV where you're like, this is cool, but like I don't know, a girl's tit isn't, and somebody leaving a comment that is like you
misgendered someone.
Yeah, like the language is that person's account gets fucking banned, but I can see this guy get his head fucking blown off. Why? It doesn't add up at all.
Well, that was why the old Twitter was weird because they had hardcore porn. There was always hardcore pornography, but if you misgendered someone, you'd be banned for life.
Yeah. That doesn't add up at all. It's always been this thing in America, like one of the big European versus American differences is that, you know, we always had this holier than thou reaction to the naked body and to just sex in general, right? Like there's a topless person or a lovemaking scene and people are like, you know, either this is NC-17 or, you know, but we can have someone like a grenade in a guy's mouth and then fucking and they're like, yeah, well, that's on fucking TNT today.
Well, like, how is it getting through Instagram's filters?
I don't,
because I asked you this like a couple months ago because I'm not on TikTok. I'm like, did you see that when you sent me something particularly disturbing? I was like, okay, is this on TikTok too?
I've seen crazy shit there as well. I do know that the go around on Instagram seems to be just in your caption. So if you notice, if you look at the caption,
a lot of time it's like 2024 Mercedes-Benz AMG. That's an amazing off-road vehicle.
Because they figured out that the sensors and the algorithm doesn't watch the video.
Right.
It's like if you were to write, here is a guy getting hit by a truck and his fucking head comes off in your caption, that thing would get taken down. But if you're like, check out the new fucking 2024 MDX or whatever it's called.
But here's the question, where is the money? How are they making money off
this?
That's
good. I don't know.
Because whoever's putting these videos up,
the money.
These are accounts from bots. So if you look at the accounts, there's no real comments and real things that anybody's saying with that account. And then this account might have thousands of these videos.
Yeah. And the war footage, the drone footage was just like...
I saw one yesterday where this drone, a kamikaze drone, was coming after these guys and they were shooting at it with AKs and they couldn't take it down. The thing was evading the bullets. And then finally it moved into the guy, threw his AK at it and it blew up. It saved his life.
Really?
He threw his fucking rifle at the drone as it was coming to swoop because they dive on you and blow up.
I think being able to see those, I will say this, gives you like a very sobering perspective on modern day war. Because that's obviously, you know, that wasn't a thing in Vietnam or World War II. And you see it, but like the fact that you see these guys out in a field, you know, whatever side they're on. I'm just talking about the reality of these human beings run, and then this fucking drone with a camera is chasing them down. Yeah. And it can just blow it. Just
this is the first time that's ever happened.
It's fucking
the first time we've ever had drones that chase people.
Yeah, I'd seen, obviously I'd heard of and knew about drones that are like basically satellites, you know, that fly. Right. You know, they're like planes and they lock in on a location and fire a missile. Right. But these little tiny ones that just chase people and blow up. I mean,
they're suicide bombers.
Yeah.
It's
super disturbing.
Guys are going into the trenches with GoPros on. Like I watched this one where this Russian guy killed these Ukrainian guys that were in they were in a trench and he's like got a GoPro on.
Crazy.
And he guns these guys down when they're in the trench. And one